Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Minnesota Twins. It's time for Twins baseball. Next. Ricky Nolasco gets the starting nod for the Twins. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's having a fantastic year with an ERA of under 2. You're going to have to pitch real well in this one to keep that ERA, as minuscule as it is.
Jimmy Paredes makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Orioles, right fielder, Jimmy Paredes.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Eric, these Twins, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And after the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale. So I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3.
Nolasco gets his sign. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chopped weakly to the left. Plouffe has it. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. With that, here's how Buck Showalter lines his Orioles up in this one. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Down the third baseline, and that's through for a hit.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
Adam Jones will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Runners going. Out in front of it, strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Santana going back on it. Gone! A 2-run shot here for Adam Jones. Home run number 9 on the year, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
In now is Pedro Alvarez.
Pedro Alvarez.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Called strike 2 with the letters, 0-2 now.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That fastball straightens him up a bit, 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Santana has a beat on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reactions, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Matt Wieters will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
Swing and a liner. 2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Baltimore. Todd Redmond gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, something to watch for. He has not been effective this year on the road. In fact, much worse on the road than he has been at home. So we'll see what happens here in this one.
Eduardo Nunez comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Twins, the shortstop, Eduardo Nunez.
And he takes ball 1. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Eric Karros, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Not only that, but they've got a 2-0 lead here already. So this offense is really providing a big spark for their pitching staff.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, look at Alvarez. It's late. He's safe.
Man, almost a great play.
Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. Danny Santana will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And here's a ball hit in the air. Reimold on the move, and this will wind up a foul ball. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's stolen base number 6 now on the year. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
And you want your guy in the 2-hole to take that ball to the right side. And that's just what he did. Moves the runner over to third now, nobody out.
Miguel Sano will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. One-0 count. Here it is.
That's a strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What's the key for a home victory, Steve?
Oh, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along, but find a way to get yourself back in this game.
Brian Dozier will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Now, after the strikeout, he can still get out of this scot-free with a ground ball here.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2?
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
And, boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
And now he's got to build off that strikeout from a second ago. This is where a little confidence can really get you out of a tough spot here.
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. One left for Minnesota. They trail it here 2-0. Mark Trumbo will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Nolasco looks in. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Yeah, the first inning was no picnic, and now he's already in trouble again here in the second. He hadn't looked all that sharp so far, and he's in danger of really putting his guys behind the 8 ball early.
Stepping in now, Ryan Flaherty, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. Nunez on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Runners on first with 1 down. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
Standing in now, Nolan Reimold, as he'll take a look at ball one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. A runner on first with 2 away. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. They're up 2-0. Trevor Plouffe will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Paredes over to his right, 1 away.
You know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Joe Mauer will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And that's in there for strike 1. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
Hit in the air out to left. Reimold giving chase, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
From the stretch. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. 0-1, here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-. Here it comes on 0-2. Grounded weakly toward third. Alvarez gonna have to hurry. Throw gets him. 2 down.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion. And he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Scope. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Jimmy Paredes is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Good zip to the fastball there by Nolasco, and it's 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Nolasco's ready. 1-2 on its way. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now. Grounded up the first baseline. Mauer's there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Jonathan Scope strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. One out, nobody on. Hot shot on the ground is short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
And you know, Adam Jones has been selected to multiple All-Star games, so his exploits on the field, of course, they're well documented, but he's also very involved in the community as well.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2.
I don't know, 2-pitch here. He knows he's got to protect. And that's sort of a defensive hack there, just trying to make contact. And the result, an easy pop-up.
In now is Pedro Alvarez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
2 out with the man at first. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Orioles leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Byron Buxton digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Byron Buxton.
First offering on its way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Eduardo Nunez stands in. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Simple throw over there.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First delivery to him on the way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Jones on the move. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for the Twins, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Settling in now, Danny Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Runners on first with 1 down. Hit hard to short. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Twins retired in short order. They're down 2-0. Matt Wieters is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Catcher, Matt Wieters.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And as we'd expect, not a huge differential here. In fact, no dip. Stepping in, Mark Trumbo. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Nolasco steps into his windup. Here's the 1-1. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Into the box now, Ryan Flaherty. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Hit to first. Mauer is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Miguel Sano is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
That's definitely a borderline pitch there on 1-2. I don't think he could have had any argument at the plate if that was called strike 3.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Brian Dozier is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Oh, he's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Trevor Plouffe stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready on 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Drilled to the right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, it looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Into the box now, Joe Mauer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. High and deep to right center field. Jones going back, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Holds. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail things here 2-0. J.J. Hardy will dig in to start it out for the Orioles, to be followed by Nolan Reimold.
J.J. Hardy.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat, because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Nolan Reimold will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And look out! Up and in, and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Nobody out, runner on first. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Jimmy Paredes will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both the lefty and the right-hander are up to throw. Nolasco comes set. First pitch on its way.
No.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And in a National League game, this might be a spot to put one down, but I sort of doubt we'll see that here.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through. A base hit around third and being waved on home. And a relay home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guys throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. Now the double steal is on here. First and second here with nobody out. Liner toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Ricky Nolasco. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Ryan Presley is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Presley.
Adam Jones will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Ground ball right side. And that is into right field. A base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
This guy has certainly been a tough out so far. He follows up that home run from earlier with his 3rd RBI of the ballgame.
Pedro Alvarez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike there. 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
3 runs already home here. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Now batting.
Well, you don't always need to have amazing movement to make a slider successful. And this is a case in point. We've seen sliders with 10, 11, 12 inches of break. This one only moves about 8, but that's more than enough to get the job done.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Buxton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
Mark Trumbo digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
In there, strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Called strike 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Chop foul right at home plate. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Orioles lead it 5-0. Eddie Rosario will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Tap foul at home plate. Belted high and deep into right center. Paredes ranging back. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important, not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
The catcher,
in now,
8,
Kurt Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And there to take it in is Hardy for the first out.
And a good job there of bouncing back after the home run. He looks to be unfazed by it. So he goes right back to business and gets the pop-up to the next guy.
Byron Buxton digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Line drive to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Eduardo Nunez steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch inside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
If you're not an absolute speed merchant on the bases, if the pitcher slide steps, he's got a much better chance of throwing you out. The defense sniffed it out right there. The slide step worked. Great throw to second base, and he's gone.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a liner. Foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Unable to get the 2-2 count. Here it comes. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And foul. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit to short. Hardy's there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Twins at least do get 1 back on this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Orioles 5 and the Twins 1. Ryan Flaherty makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. You just fire that thing in there.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. And that misses 2-2. Got him.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm going to swing. No. I'm going to take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And it's quickly 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 1-2 pitch. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. So now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. Didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Left fielder number 14, Nolan Reimold.
Nolan Reimold digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. This is line to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground, and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Paredes. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
1-1.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They're up 5-1. Danny Santana will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Now a check swing. The appeal down to Earl Hendricks at third. No swing. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. This is flared right back over the mound. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
As we look at that again, You know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Miguel Sano, ready to take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First pitch on its way. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Now a swing and a fly ball. Paredes sprinting after it, but this will wind up being a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Paredes moving to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that was a really good battle right there. It took him a lot of pitches to finally get the fly ball out. Now, obviously you're not going to get on base, but I wouldn't consider that a wasted at-bat at all.
Brian Dozier digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Grounder down the line at third. And no shot there for Alvarez. It's past him, a fair ball. The throw to third. Now the tag from Alvarez, and indeed they got him at third base.
Well, I understand the need to try and make something happen, but when you're losing, one thing you cannot afford to do is have guys get thrown out on the base pass. And that makes an already tough situation even tougher.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Belted high in the air out to left. Reimold going back on it. Still going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's a 5-3 game now.
He's got to be out there on the mound saying, what on earth just happened? He was cruising along. He got the first 2 outs. Then on 2 pitches, single, home run. I tell you, you can't let your guard down for 1 second out there. You're going to get burned.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. So here's Joe Mauer as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Two out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this is taken by Mauer. He's aboard. It's ball 4.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Digging in, Eddie Rosario. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, and he hit a changeup, so we'll see if he sees that pitch again. He didn't really crush it, but he got enough of it to get it out of here.
Right there for strike 1.
I think here they'd be happy to get 6 strong out of him and call it an afternoon.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scope has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Brandon Kinsler is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Brandon Kinsler.
Jonathan Scope will stand in to lead things off for the Orioles. Adam Jones set to follow.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Hit in the air out to right. Sano waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Adam Jones will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now.
And he knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Show Track. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decide to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through it.
In now is Pedro Alvarez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Right side and right into the shift. There is Dozier. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and it remains 5-3. Michael Givens will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Michael Givens.
Leading off the inning, Kurt Suzuki, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. Too far out in front that time. You can't keep it fair. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Here it is on 3-1. Lifted in the air to center. After it is Jones. 1 out.
Yep, you saw his numbers there just a moment ago, and he's got that ERA in the low 2s coming into play, and he continues to pitch effectively as he retires the first man to greet him here.
Byron Buxton digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Up next for Minnesota,
Eduardo Nunez will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now a move over to first, and the runner back. Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Just checking.
The 0-1 takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
1-1.
Pitch out.
Ball.
Nothing doing. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. To 2-2 now. Ball three. 3-2 now. Danny Santana, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Well, he showed a lot of pitch he wishes he had back.
Danny Santana will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Swing and a line drive, but this is a foul ball. And another foul ball. A runner on first with two away. Tries to dump this one out to left. In there, a base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips. All of them singles. He's been a tough out all game long.
Miguel Sano Gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Two down, runners at first and second. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And that 2-run lead could be in real jeopardy. It's extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
Boy, and as a pitcher, that's the last thing you wanted to see right there. Base hit, 2 runs score to tie this game up. You're still in trouble with the guy out there on second base, and man, is he fired up.
Brad Brock will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning.
Brad Brock.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes.
Outside.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. 2-1, here it is. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
Gets a small piece near the plate. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Full count. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Third baseman, number 24.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's a strike.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied 5-5. Matt Wieters comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
He's set, and the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The man you see here out for a second inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
Here it comes, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Full count now. 3-2.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here, but not when you got this guy on deck.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And after your guys just gave you 2 runs the last half inning, you don't want to start giving them right back. A leadoff walk? No way. You can't do that right now.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Mark Trumbo gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Well, no shortage of runs in this one. Still anyone's game for the taking in a tie ball game, but let's bring you a look at how our two starters fared. It's our starter comparison. Chris Davis, who come on to pinch hit here in a big... Lays off 1-0.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Another one sent foul. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A shot down the first baseline. And a costly mistake there as he gives it the old ole, and it gets right by him.
The batter, number 2.
Yeah, after the base hit, I think he's got one eye on the runner to see if he's going to take the turn at second, and he winds up kicking this thing out of lack of concentration. That allows the guy to advance anyway.
Casey Fiend will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are two on with only one away. J.J. Hardy will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with two men in scoring position and only one away.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ball game. Maybe something will change for him.
Pause, now the pitch. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Rolled slowly to first. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Just another example there of needing the little things to go your way if you're going to win a ball game. Not a whole lot behind this swing right here, but it's going to wind up as an infield single. And more importantly, it's going to drive home a run to give them the lead.
Standing in now, Nolan Reimold. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first, so they get the out, but a big insurance run is in to score as the lead grows to 2 now.
Well, he's going to wind up scoring the run, and this will be a fielder's choice and an RBI, but somebody had a miss sign somewhere because he never should have been swinging the bat with a runner charging down that third baseline.
Jimmy Paredes takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's lifted the other way out to left. Buxton is over, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 twin error, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Orioles are on top, 7-5. Chris Davis will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 19.
Brian Mattis is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
17, Brian Mattis.
Caleb Joseph is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Leading off the inning, Joe Mauer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Joe Mauer.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Now, 3-2 with a 2-run lead. This has to be in the strike zone. You can't work the corner here. This has to be right at it.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And now on the mound, this is where you need to get into that mindset of putting these guys away. You're up 2 here on the road, and a nice 1-2-3 inning here could pretty well take this crowd out of the ballgame.
Eddie Rosario is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Now here's the pitch. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
All even now, 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Right side. Scope is there. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. 9th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 7 and the Twins 5. Michael Tonkin will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Tonkin.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Jonathan Scope, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right. But you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 10, center fielder
Adam Jones strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Here it comes, 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing.
Riding into the box, Pedro Alvarez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Sent on the ground out to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but he finally comes through here to wipe out that offer in his fifth try.
Now in the box, Caleb Joseph. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. Ball and two strikes. Here it is. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with two strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now you still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with two outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Now to the plate, Mark Trumbo. He's 1 for 4 for the game. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. He'll try again 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Chris Davis would be next. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Orioles strand a couple. They're still up 7-5. Zach Britton is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 53, Zach Britton.
Striding in to start the ninth, Byron Buxton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Number 25.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Britton's ready. Here it is on 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Eduardo Nunez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Might have been anticipating the sinker there because he was well under that one.
Heading out towards shallow right, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder,
Danny Santana makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
2 out, nobody on.
Whoa.
2-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Has him down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And gentlemen, one of the big keys for the Orioles this afternoon was the play of this man, Adam Jones. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 7-5. So long from Minneapolis.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Twins, 5 runs on 14 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field on 3rd Avenue.